goodness, I can't even see you. Hey guys, I am so excited about this boot camp. You have no idea. Sorry, anyway. I have been so looking forward to doing something like this because I feel like I have so much stuff that's happened that I can I post things and I'm like, I just need to consolidate this into 30 days to help people because I have been in your shoes. I have walked everything you're feeling and then some, and I'm still walking it every day, and it's a process. Oh, hi, I'm Kelly, by the way, those of you who don't know me. I'm Kelly Hutchison, and I have had such a long road to get me to parenthood. We suffered from infertility, there were shots, there was going back and forth. It was a miscarriages, a really, really rough road to get pregnant. And while we were trying to get pregnant, I was a teacher. I was going to baby showers. It was very, very painful. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, when this parenting thing happens, I'm going to be so ready and so, it's going to be amazing because I have this bag of tricks from teaching. Then I became a counselor of little kids, so I knew, their emotional well-being, I could foster that. And then I just felt so ready, and I read every parenting book in the world. We tried for 4 years. We had nothing but readiness. And then our kids came. OMG, it was I thought this parenting thing, I thought the road to parenting was going to be tough, and then once we got there, it would be smoother sailing. Not so much. Not for the Hutchisons, okay? Very, very, very challenging times, and I just couldn't figure it out. What am I doing wrong? I have tried every trick that I used with my students that worked like dreams. Every trick that I tried with my students I was counseling and with the kids, and I just felt like I felt so much shame and so much guilt over what was happening because I felt like I wasn't the mom I had envisioned for all those years. I had built it up in my head oh my goodness, when this happens, I'm going to knock it out of the park because of my experience with so many kids. And literally, I was pregnant and I had a kid pulling me down. I experienced a lot of different behaviors and a lot of different personalities over the 15 years or so. But here's the deal. I started becoming the mom I didn't want to be. I was a little snappier than usual. I was yelling because they weren't listening to me. I would go to bed. Sometimes I'd cry myself to sleep thinking, what am I doing wrong? I feel like such a failure. I felt like when I was a teacher and a counselor, I felt like I was getting through, but with my own kids, I was just boom, 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 boom. I'm knocking my head against the wall. And I had shame about it because I was I should know better than to be yelling at a kid, my child, to say, stop yelling at me as I'm yelling to them. Or just calm down. Don't be so frustrated and act like that. But I was acting like that too. So I had to really take a step back. I had to look at myself because it just wasn't working. I would send texts to David going, my husband, I'm just failing at this. They're the most amazing kids and it's nothing against them, but I just felt like I wasn't dancing with them. It wasn't clicking. What other feelings did I feel? I felt like they were so ungrateful. I was busting my tail and then we'd go to the water park and it wasn't the water park they wanted. I'm oh, you guys are so ungrateful. And they're yelling at me. One time I got Crocs thrown at me when they're in the back seat because they were mad at me. I'm dude, I am trying so hard. So I felt myself this is too painful. I would feel myself okay, I got to do more chores because am I pulling away because I tried to do all these nice things and this is the thanks I get? Seriously. Oh, I just felt like I was the round peg and they were the square hole. And I was is it them? Is it me? We're just not dancing. So over the years, I read a lot of books, and there's one book and one experience and it was like a perfect storm. And this isn't gonna fix your kids. It's not going to, if you were to come to my house, you would see meltdowns, tantrums, Crocs are still thrown, I get raspberries blown at me. Things still happen, but the stress level is so much lower and I'm able to enjoy them more. And I just feel like God has given me this message to give to so many people because it's helped us so much. And I want to help you. I want to take all my teaching experience, counseling experience, and parenting experience and meld it into one big 30 days, and I want you to keep an open mind. I'd post things on Facebook and it would talk to people, and I'm like, there might be a need for this. I would talk to my friends and they'd be like, yes, that's how I feel. And it just seems like we're all in the same boat. We all feel like our kids don't listen and we yell too much. If we could erase and eradicate those two things, life will be so much easier. I feel like the tension in our family is just like, whew. And now, so this is what I want you to do. Whew. For 30 days, I want you to keep an open mind. We have so many people doing this because there's so much need and there's so much interest, because you love your kids so much. They were given to you from God as a gift, and you feel like such a responsibility. And if you feel like you're failing, if you feel shameful, if you feel resentful, if you feel like you're beating your head up against the wall, I want you to keep an open mind, and I want you to, some days it might apply to you, some days it might not. But when it doesn't, I want you to still try it, because we have kids at 6 months and we have kids up to 18, and kids are showing their emotions in all different ways. But if you could just keep an open mind and just try what I'm telling you to do, and look within yourself instead of looking at your kids. I don't want you to focus on your kids and their behaviors, because those are all just symptoms. We are going to focus on ourselves as parents for 30 days and change the culture in your home. Change the culture, the dynamics, the way you're engaging with your kids. That's what we do in the 30-day marriage boot camp. We don't focus on the spouse because we can't change the spouse. You can't control, you can't change your kids. You can help them and mold them and guide them, but you can't change them. And that's why everyone's yelling and screaming, because you want A and they are over here with B and C. So I want you to think of these next 30 days of what I want for you is to enjoy your kids more. And we are going to do things that are going to help you do that. I don't want you just to fake it till you make it. You might have to do a little bit of that. But I want you to get, your goal of the 30 days, at the end of 30 days, is to be able to take a deep breath, enjoy your kids more, play with them more, engage with them more, and we're going to do that, and you will see such a transformation in your kids, because I have seen it. I've seen it work in other parents. I've seen it work in other kids, and it's not like one magic bullet, like, okay, you're going to try this technique and it's going to work. It's not one size fits all. I do stuff for Grady that I do for Lily that are totally different. Every kid is different, so we are going to play with a lot of different things until we find the right one that's for your child. So every day at around 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to post the homework. You don't have to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, obviously, but you have all day to complete it or think about it or chew on it or do whatever the assignment is for the day. It might be read a book. It might be looking at one of my Facebook posts. It might be not reading a book, reading a little article or watching a video. I might do a video like this of just little snapshots. They won't be this long, I promise. I'm going to do little small snippets. I'm going to bring in other counselor friends to do like things that they're telling parents. So I want you to keep an open mind. I thank you so much for trusting me. I feel like I have all these kids looking up to me and all these parents looking up to me, and I have literally gone to my knees and prayed that I will give you information and content that is valuable and you can use it right away, and that you're going to have a wonderful holiday with your kids. You're going to have wonderful birthdays. You're going to have wonderful days with your kids and lower the stress level. That is my goal. I hope you're in it with me. Stick with it for 30 days. It's easy to be excited in the beginning. Around day 9 or 10, start to peter off. But I promise you, if you give it 30 days, the people who are engaged the longest have the better results. Thank you for trusting me. I promise I will give you everything I have in this little brain and everything that's on the internet and everything from talking with friends and talking with you and talking to other counselors and all my teaching experience and counseling experience and parenting experience. And I just want to share it with you and help you to enjoy these miracles that are given to us from God and love on them and not have so much tension between you. I love you guys and thank you for trusting me. And I promise I won't let you down. Just give me a chance.